everyone. I am just getting myself ready here for a masterclass down in Brown Thomas, Cork this evening. And I thought that my video was on, but it wasn't. And I've gone ahead and done my base, but I wanted to show you the makeup that I'm wearing for tonight. I started with my base, which is our Perfect Skin in the shade 3. And I have my Instant Under Eye Concealer in the shade 3 as well. The reason I went with Perfect Skin, even though our masterclass theme tonight is really fresh summer skin, is because for me, the Perfect Skin is one of those ones that I can just pop it on. It's got a medium to full coverage. It's a matte finish and I can control the shine that I want and the glow that I want. So I'm going to bring in a glow to my skin with my Radiant Skin Cream when it comes to time and my blush, rather than going with, say, the Fresh Skin that has more of a dewy finish that I could end up having a little bit of shine in my T-zone and things like that, because obviously we'll be under lights and things and I want to make sure that the makeup looks really nice. And so I can still get that lovely natural finish even though I'm wearing the Perfect Skin. So I'm going to go in and do my brows next, just using our Easy Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde. And I'm just going to fill in the little gaps. Do you know what I'll do? I'll go and do my eyebrows and then I'll come back. My brows are done. I'm going to throw on a little bit of lip liner and lip gloss just while we're doing this until I decide what I'm going to do with the lips, just because they look see-through. I don't even know what I'm wearing yet, and I'm going in. I have to be out of here in half an hour, so this is so typical of me. I had thought I might wear a little dress, but the weather outside isn't great, so I don't know. We'll see. That's what I'm doing, my lip balm on for the minute. Just keep the lips nice and moisturized. Okay, so I think we will do the eyes next. And you know what I'm going to use, because I haven't used this palette in ages, even though I use remnants of it, like I use the cookie dough and I use vanilla and stuff a lot, but I don't use my signature palette a whole lot really in videos anymore. And it's still by far my favorite, so I'm going to go in with that today. So I'm going to start, as always, with cookie dough, this guy, and I'm just going to give myself a little base on the lid, because we're kind of going summer. It's a summer skin makeup class. I do want to keep it nice and fresh and light. I always, to be honest, when I do classes and events as well, I feel my most confident when I'm wearing kind of my signature makeup look, because I feel like me. Like, I love going glam for an event or a night out or something, but if I'm too glam for a class, I don't feel like me, and then I end up just kind of feeling a bit, I don't know, just not as confident as I want to be. I'm going to go in with some of the middle shade as well. A little bit of that just in my crease to deepen it down slightly. Remember, the fluffier the brush, the less the payoff. So you can make this as light or as deep as you like. Okay, next then I'm going to go in with my deepest shade on my Pro Blender. Haven't used this in ages and I love this color. And just pop it into the outer corner. So really gently tapping it down. I think I can go in a little stronger with it. Okay, I'll do my blending in a minute, but I'm kind of just putting it there to where the color of my eye starts. And then same on this side. So just out into that outer corner. So don't worry. I always kind of say to people as well, eye makeup never looks right until it's kind of all blended and all done. So don't worry. Blending's your best friend. So that's where it's all going to come together and it's going to look great. I'm going to go in with my pencil brush in that deepest color as well and just bring a little bit underneath the eye as well. What I like about this color is that it's a deep plum, rather than, it's not brown. So sometimes when you want to come away from wearing the bronze to the browns, or you just want something that's just a little bit, like this color really pops the eye color. It just is nice to do something different, but it's not way out there if you're conscious of that too. I'm going to go back in my blender brush and just a little bit of the fourth color. And I'm going to use this then just to blend out the edges. So this is where the darker color will start to come together now. and into my crease. And remember that I'm holding my brush down far like that, so it's stopping me from being heavy-handed, because that's really the key to blending. If you're too heavy-handed with your brush, you'll get shadow everywhere. Whereas you want to just use the tip of the brush, because brushes should be made that they're cut and shaped for you just to use the tip of the brush. Like, see how much softer that looks now? Makes such a difference. And sometimes as well, I kind of say to people, you know, when you feel like you've blended enough, just blend a little bit more, because often just a tiny little bit more blending can really be the difference between an eye makeup look looking really lovely and blown out, or just a little bit blocky. And like, I just always think that blending is just your fail-safe thing, that it's just so handy and it just makes everything really soft. Like, look, I mean, at the same time, some people love a real sharp eye. It's just not what I'm into. I love a real soft, blown out kind of look that just is really, yeah, soft is the only really word I can think of to say for it. I just love that. Because I find as well, on me, probably because I'm a little bit older as well, that if it's too strong or it's too dramatic, it can be a little harsh and a bit aging. So I'm going to go with my little smudger brush next, and that darkest colour again. I'm going to use this as my eyeliner. So you could go in with your kohl pencil here either if you want. But I'm going to use my shadow. See the way it just gives that extra little bit of definition there. Same on this side. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to wear. I'm so bad. Like, I do tend to wear black mostly when I'm doing classes, purely because it's kind of to stay on brand for Ayu. But I'd like to wear something maybe with white in it as well, because that's still on brand. But my only fear with white is I am a devil for spilling things. So I know if I have a coffee or something on the way down, the chances are, just cleaning up any little mess, the chances are that I am going to spill some of that coffee on myself. It's just the reality of it for me. So I'm going in a little bit with a little bit of Black Beauty on my smudger brush as well. So unless I try and bring something and just get changed when I get down there, if there's somewhere for me to go, I'm sure there will be. The other way as well, like, I bring my heels, or yeah, well, I don't always wear heels, but when I do wear them for events, I always go in flats, and then I have the heels somewhere so that I'm in them for as little amount of time as possible. And yeah, it's funny because if I was going to, I'm just changing into my little angle liner brush, you know, if I was going to dinner or something, I'd have no problem being in my heels for a few hours. I think just psychologically, when I'm working, I want to be able to fly around the place and not think about the feet. So I'm just using that to join my eyeliner. Just to bring it into there. Okay, what I'm going to do next is take a sip of coffee because I need that. But is going in with my loose powder next, just to set underneath the eye. So I'm using shade 2, and I'm going to use it on my sponge, which is still a little bit damp, or which is a little bit damp rather. It's not fully damp, but I'm just going to tap that just there on the tops of my cheekbones. It's going to flatten down if there was any excess eyeshadow or anything. I'm going to just put the tinchiest amount in under here, because I know I'll be under lights later as well, so I don't want, the lights can be super warm, so I don't want to kind of, I don't want any oils getting produced underneath there. So just around my nose, on the tip of my nose, and then on my chin. So these are all the areas that are going to need it, and then between my brows as well, because I do get a shiny T-zone. Okay. And now it is time to bring a little bit of colour back into my face. So I think I'll use, what do I have here? My Peach Glow palette. So I'm going to go in with this on my angle contour brush and just give myself a little bit of contour. So I suppose I could have used my liquids here as well, but again, when I'm in a long day or if I'm in the car for a while first, I do find I tend to go powders more so and then bring back the shine with the little bit of blush and my radiance cream, just so that, again, I'm controlling the glow at all times, so that I'm not going to look in any way shiny, because I will be running around like a blue arse fly for a little while before we start. So I don't want anything shining or moving or anything on me. Okay, so I'm going to use my liquid blush in pink for my blusher. I'm just going to grab my mini buffer. I'm just going to tap that onto my cheeks. So as you see, I've put on powder already, but you can definitely use these liquid. You can use these liquid ones and you can use our cream ones over our powder. It's so finely milled that it's not going to gather or break up the makeup. You know, there's some kind of thicker cream or some thicker powders can, so it won't do that. So I'm just tapping it in, bringing it slightly into the temple and blending it. So pushing it in. So I'm not pulling or dragging, I'm just pushing it into the skin to get that lovely blend. And just down the sides of the nose. And then I'm going to go in with my Radiance Cream on top of that. It'll be the last one I pick up, guaranteed. Yeah, always the way. So I'm going to use my Radiance Cream just on top of my cheekbones. A little bit on top of the brows there to bounce the light away up there. And then a little bit down the front of my nose. So see what I mean about controlling the shine? Now I have this lovely glow to my skin, but only in the areas that I want it. So that is that part done. So I'm trying to think now what else I want to do. Kind of like my basic this. I'm just going to quickly set my brows with my brow gel in brown as well, just to give them a little bit of extra something. And just, I love this gel. Kind of just deepens them up a little bit as well, the extra definition. This is, oh sorry, did I say brown there a minute ago? This is blonde. I always use the blonde. Just put that there. Okay. And now I'm going to go in with some mascara. So I'm going to use some, oh, where's my Total Lash? I don't have my Total Lash there. Okay, I'll use my Volume Lash in brown on the bottom. And then I'm going to use our new mascara on my top, which is coming next week. So put a little bit of this on the bottom. Just to give that bit of definition. A little tip I always do before I do my top lashes is get my little spoolie and I just run it through them. And the reason for that is because when you've been doing your eyeshadow, just in case, you know, you have any buildup of product, whether it be concealer or foundation or powder in your lashes, just doing this can make sure that, you know, you won't get any clumping on the lashes. So I'm going to use my new Glamour Lash Mascara. So this guy gives ultimate volume, ultimate lashes. So it's like false lashes, but without having to wear them. So I'm going to give myself a good coat. I love the wand on this as well. It just absolutely grabs onto each and every lash and coats them perfectly. So I'll go and I'll do my lashes and then I'll be back. So that is my mascara on and my makeup pretty much finished. So I'm gonna go and find something to wear and then I'll show you it all together and we'll see. But I think I'm pretty happy with my makeup. I feel like I look fresh. I don't feel overdone and I like how my eyes are kind of the focus, but again, without being too much. So right, we'll go and find something to wear and I'll be back in a minute. So I'm dressed. I'm not fully happy with my outfit. I've just got a little kind of satin silk shirt, black trousers. At least I didn't go full black, but that is my makeup done. I really don't have time to change anything else now, even though I'm not entirely happy with the outfit. But look, we'll get there. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I will talk to you soon.